Welcome to this week's edition of the Fordham Roundup with the men's soccer team and head coach Jim McElderry. Jim, off to a 3-0 start, first time since '06. But you've also seen a good balanced scoring from your team early on, 6 different goal scorers out of the 6 goals. What have you seen out of your team through these first 3 games?
Yeah, I think I'm most proud of the fact that we're competing hard, especially this past weekend. And even our first game against Holy Cross, the game is are really tight throughout the entire 90 minutes or more. So what you're looking for early on is your team going to compete and fight and really try to make games difficult on the opponent, but also realize that winning is difficult in Division I soccer, and you have to compete in order to get those victories. So I'm really proud of the way that we fought hard this weekend against 2 really good teams. So it was a good weekend for us, but now we're moving on to the next one.
You talked about that last game, down 2-0, 63rd minute, and you guys fight your way back. What does it say about the team early on? You've talked about how how a lot of the new players have kind of really bought in so far that you come back and win that game in overtime.
Yeah, I didn't think we played terribly, and we were down 2-0. I thought Northwestern played pretty well and scored 1 good goal and then a deflected goal, and so we were down 2-0. But I didn't think we were playing terribly. So the guys just kept at it, and yeah, I think some of our returning players, or a lot of our leadership, coming from guys like Chenzo, Zucala. Guys that have been here for a while, Joergen and Janos, and Rashid being back in goal for his first 2 games since coming off an injury. That, along with some of our new players, as you said, buying into that competitiveness. We know we have some good players, but you're always learning about their personality when we're down goals or it's 0-0. So I was really happy with the attitude of the group from top to bottom, and it's a good sign that when things aren't going well, we're still going to stick together and compete. So I'm happy with that, and I think it's something that we can build on.
Guys play Bryant this weekend. Another road game, this long road stretch to start your season. What do you do to kind of keep it rolling here? Again, a lot of good things happening up in the polls and stuff like that, but to stay focused on Bryant going into Saturday.
Yeah, the first thing was just getting some rest, playing 2 tough games and then traveling home. That's the biggest challenge for us. Can we get our legs back? Had a kind of fairly light training session today, get some of the players some minutes in a competitive environment that haven't played a lot for us. And then we start preparing tomorrow for the game on the weekend. We know Seamus' team is always tough defensively. They compete hard. I expect it to be difficult, and our players know that. We have enough experience on our team to know that every game is difficult in Division I soccer, so I have no doubts that we'll be ready competitively. But can we get it right in terms of how we play on the day technically, and can we take our chances? Can we defend? That remains to be seen, but I have no doubts that our guys understand the importance of every game and just also trying to enjoy every game because, as you know, the season is short, so we really try to embrace every single game we're playing.
Thanks so much, Jim. Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks for having me.
We're here with our player interview for the Fordham Roundup with junior Joergen Oland. Joergen, off to a 3-0 start, first time since 2006. The team is 3-0. What has been the key these first 3 games that you come away with such success?
I think before the season started, we just realized that, in the beginning of the season, you're not playing as well as you maybe want. We just said to ourselves that we just have to find ways to get wins. Maybe it's not as pretty as we want in the beginning, but the most important thing is to get the 3 points, and we did a really good job to do that over this weekend.
You guys introduced a lot of new players for yourself. You've got a new playing mate as a center back in Sindri. How has that process been to bring him along and integrate into the Fordham defense this year?
Sindri, I knew he came over here earlier this year on a visit, and I knew from the first time I met him that he's going to be a great partner with me. And also Luke McNamara has stepped up like a guy that didn't even travel last year, and now is a starting for us. It's vital and super important for us. And both guys play real well over this weekend, and I enjoy playing with them. So we have a good connection, all of us. And also Chance and Jack Sluice play well, and just a good backline. I love to play with them.
One other big component, both goalkeepers have been named A10 Defensive Player of the Week, Dan in Week 1 and then Rashid this week. How comfortable is it to have 2 guys like that behind you that, again, can step up at any moment and make that big save and keep you guys in games?
Yeah, obviously it's super important for us because we know that if we make a mistake, that they have our back, and we try to protect them as much as we can. But if we fail to do that, sometimes we know that Sheed and Dan can step up and make a huge saves for us.
Well, congratulations on the big 3-0 start, Joergen, and good luck this weekend against Bryant.
Thank you very much.
That'll do it for this week's edition of the Fordham Rim Roundup with the men's soccer team. Fordham men's soccer back in action on Saturday, September the 8th, as they take on the Bryant Bulldogs at 4 p.m. up in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Make sure to check out FordhamSports.com for live links. And as always, you can follow the team on Twitter at Fordham Soccer. For the Fordham Rim Roundup, I'm Scott Kwiatkowski, and we'll see you next time.